I want to tell you a story about what happened to my calendar just last week. And it's the perfect example of why the automated knife life is the way to go for any representative at any level in the business, whether you're doing service calls, whether you're doing events, whether you're in the CGP program. Here's what happened. I get a call from one of my clients, actually not even a client, somebody I'd met at an event a couple years ago. She didn't buy. She calls me, says, "Hey, I wanted to find out about getting a deal on a gift for my parents, but I need a catalog." Okay. She's Amish. She doesn't get on the internet. Right? She needs a catalog. So I look at her address. It's an hour away. And so I got to drive to her place, drop off a catalog. And here's where I was able to turn a frustration, which we've all been there, where we go drive an hour for one appointment or one meeting or one interaction, into a massive opportunity that didn't just span the rest of that day, but it spanned for several days in the weeks to come. I'm going to get into it here in just a minute. Hey, I'm Kevin Connor. For those of you who don't know me, I am a Hall of Fame rep with Cutco, and I specialize in helping Cutco representatives to automate the follow-up in their business so that they can focus on the most important thing, which is being face-to-face with their clients, spending time with their family and friends. You make sure you hit the subscribe button and that little bell notification to make sure you always know when I'm posting new content. We post at least once a week with a new video that's going to teach you some simple hacks for automating your knife life. Let's get into it. This is my Edge DMS dashboard. That 10 a.m. appointment was just a trigger. So step one, went to the contacts tab over here on the left. Created a smart list. Now, I did not just search city. I searched your entire county. And what I did is went here to more filters. Any custom field that you're looking for, you can save yourself a lot of time by just searching for it. So we're going to just put in postal here. Not because we're going postal, but because we're looking for the zip code. Headed over to Google and got a list of all the zip codes in her county, put them all in, and I was able to label it Geauga County Smart List. So that Geauga County list gave me 162 records. Now, not every single one of them has an email address, and not every single one of them has a cell phone. And as I mentioned, some of them are Amish. So what we did is we sent out an email and a text message in order to get as many of them as we can. And we did that from right up here, where we sent a text message, and it only sent to the people who have valid SMS numbers because we've already set that up. And then we sent an email that said the same thing, basically linked to my calendar and said, if you want to schedule an appointment, come into my calendar and do so. So here's a pro tip that makes this strategy twice as powerful. This is something we can do right inside of Edge DMS. That link I send, it doesn't just go to a calendar. It goes to a simple form first. As they're filling the form out, we've set it up so that if they say they love their Cutco products and can't wait to see what's new, or they're interested in looking, but they're not sure if they need any more, either one of those is a very positive response. Now we can ask them some qualifying questions to get an idea of what we're walking into, what they're interested in when we get there. And those things get sent directly over to their customer profile, which is great. So they fill out the form, they submit it, and then they get to pick their appointment. Now I have the form, whether they get to booking the appointment or not. So they go in and fill out the form and they go to get their appointment. They're walking away from the computer, they're walking away from their phone. And the next time they look at their phone, they're not thinking about the appointment anymore. So they fill out the form, but never make the appointment. But now I have a list of people who need their knives sharpened, and I can call them and say, listen, I'm going to be in your area. They appreciate the fact that you picked up the ball where they dropped it. I just call them and say, hey, I saw you filled out my form, but didn't book a time. What's a good time for me to swing by? And this one little step ensures you don't lose a single lead. So what happened from that text and email? My calendar filled for that Wednesday, and I started getting phone calls. Hey, or messages back saying, I would love to get an appointment, but there aren't any left. So I was able to open up the following Wednesday and the Wednesday after to go to that area and all those days are pretty much filled at this point. And you can imagine that if I send follow-up texts and emails, I'm going to get a few extra filled in there as well. So if there are any open gaps, we're going to get those taken care of. I turned 1 2-hour round trip into a fully stacked 3-day booking spree. And this is how you stop wasting time driving. One of my goals of this channel is to teach you to do things, even if you don't end up using our software. Let's look at what that looks like. So first you get that 10 a.m. appointment. So you throw it in your Google Calendar. Next, you have to find your customer list. Maybe it's in a Google Sheet. Maybe you have a CRM of some kind. So you go in and you go to that. You manually filter by city or zip code. Then you copy all those phone numbers and paste them into your separate texting software. Fourth, you have to go into your separate booking tool like Calendly, and you have to create a brand new custom event just for that Wednesday afternoon. And then fifth, you copy that specific link back over to your texting tool, paste it in, send a blast. And what you've just built is what we call a software stack. The software stack is the enemy of an appointment stack. It's manual. It's delicate. The tools don't talk to each other. And what happens when a client texts you back? That conversation is in the texting app, completely disconnected from your customer list in your CRM or the spreadsheet. You're not automating, you're just creating more manual work. You're spending your day copying and pasting instead of sitting in front of clients, and that is the difference. We don't want a software stack. We want an appointment stack. That's exactly what Edge Digital Marketing Systems is. It's not a stack of apps. With that 10 a.m. demo booked, I didn't leave the platform. I just clicked from calendar to contacts, built my list, sent the message. I used the form builder to capture their intent, which was connected to the calendar for booking. When one of them texted me back, that message appeared in my conversations tab attached to their full customer profile. And that is an automated system. If you're a Cutco rep and you're tired of wasting time and gas on one-off appointments, stop trying to tape a bunch of broken tools together. If you want to see how this one system can run your entire Cutco business, there's a link in the description to learn more. The lesson for today is stop building a software stack and start building an appointment stack. Hey, if you found this helpful, do me a favor. Like this video, share it with another rep or manager you know, and subscribe to the Automated Knife Life channel, because we are here to help you automate your knife life and spend more time face-to-face with clients and less time trying to manage those relationships through multiple software platforms. We'll see you guys in the next video.